World, you guys know who this is. Once again, it's your favorite friendly neighborhood realtor, DC the Realtor. Thank you for joining me once again. I'm still here in beautiful Menifee, California. Once again, if you don't know Menifee, right, it's going to be north of Temecula. It'll be east of, like also know, west of Hemet, south of Paris, let's say, okay? What you're looking at in the background there, let me spin it around, is the subject of the video, all right then? So this one right here, right that we're talking about, this is going to be 1,400 square feet approximately, just a tad under 15. Right, it's a 2-story, obviously, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car condo. All right then, detached. All right then, this one also has a loft. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, and the price is going to be in the, what's this? Once again, the mid 500s is the starting price for this beautiful home. Let's make our way in, folks. Alrighty then, starting price for this beautiful home, folks, is going to be $557K. And as we enter, you can see the stairwell to the second level greets us, along with this corridor with this very spacious wall here. Any of you art enthusiasts, this is certainly enough space to display your art collection. All right then, and before we even enter, there's a bathroom over here to the right. We'll come back to that, but I wanted to get right to the nitty gritty. And here she is, folks. Here is our open concept for money shot. There she is. Let's get a nice shot of the, just gonna spin around. Nice shot of the living area, money shot. And of course, adjacent to the living area, money shot. There's our dining room area, which is adjacent to our gourmet kitchen. And over to the side there, you see that door. Let's take a look at this patio. Typically, condos, you're lucky if you get any outdoor space. But this is a 2-story, so they gotta give you something, right? And this is very modest, but yet and still, it is a space. Here she is, right there. I'm just gonna spin around, come on out. She is very modest. Okay then? Alrighty folks, so couldn't call myself much of an advocate for your success if I didn't remind you that in these situations, you absolutely do not want to come into these situations, meaning new builds, sales reps, leasing offices, model homes. You don't want to come into a situation like this without professional representation, okay? Just like you wouldn't want to go to court without a lawyer, right? There's a lot going on in real estate that people take for granted, okay then? So I just want to make sure you understand, as your advocate, right? I'm rooting for you, I'm here for you, I'm voting for you, right? Everything is all about you, folks. So with that in mind, you definitely want to have an agent, if not me, someone else, but you definitely want to come into this agency. Just like you wouldn't go to a courtroom without a lawyer, you definitely want to come into a situation where you're attempting to purchase real estate or even sell real estate, okay, without professional representation. Okay, folks? Thank you very much. On to the rest of the video. Let's go on back inside. All right then, yet another view of our open concept from the patio, dining room, living room. All right then, and money shot here is our gourmet kitchen, folks. And usually I would be pointing out right now that refrigerators not included, right? But no, this builder, along with many other incentives, are throwing in the appliances. All right then, and yeah, I'll get to the other things that they're throwing in up, and be sure to put them in the description. See the description, okay then? So, what do we got here? All right, throwing in as part of this package, you got your dishwasher, you got your stove, got the refrigerator, obviously. All right then, very usable space here. You have a storage nook, I like to call it, along with cabinetry down below and up high, right? That door to the left there, that's gonna be your garage. More cabinet space. Here is your stove, all right then. Quartz countertop, all right, very modest, very typical backsplash here, right there. Decent hardware on the sink though. Very nice hardware. These things will be thrown in, folks. All right then, here's a view of the open concept from the kitchen area. let's make our way over to there's a half bath on this level, right? Just as you come down the corridor here is your half bathroom. Here she is. And let's spin around and let's come on out. Again, folks, we are here in Menifee, California, previewing a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage home. Has a loft that we're going to approach now as we're coming up the stairs, stairwell here. Right, it's 2 stories and it's approximately 1,400 square feet. It's just a tad under 1,500. And as we go up the stairs, folks, I want to be redundant and remind you, I am DC the Realtor. All right then, I'm affiliated with Century 21 King. Our office is in Rancho Cucamonga on Baseline Road, 9235 Baseline Road. Stop by and visit us, folks. And here is, as we come up the top of the stairwell, we are greeted by an ample loft space. Look at that. Very nice. Here's a view of the loft from that sofa. I'm currently sitting on it. Let's spin around and come on out of the loft area and make our way to the bedroom, shall we? And down this corridor here, we have our laundry room. All right then, these bad boys will be thrown in. All right then, typically they are not. So what does that mean? That means that this particular builder very motivated to sell. They're throwing in all appliances, all right then, along with other incentives that I'm going to mention in the description. All right then, be sure to look in the description, and I may just flash the screen with them just about now. Okay, folks? Okay, let's proceed. All right, so to our right here, we have a full bath. Once again, folks, I'm sure you all know, but I'm going to be redundant. Anytime there's a shower tub combination along with the sink and the toilet, it is considered a full bath, no matter the size. Okay then? All right, let's make a nice little spin around. Yeah, and come on out to the right here. We have yet another money shot bedroom. Look at that. Very nice, huge window here, giving you a view of the clubhouse from this particular model. As you can see, there is a pool here on the property. All right then, let's spin on around, get a full view. All right then, anytime you see a pool, you know there's going to be HOA fees involved, folks. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? Also, I want to remind you folks that there presently are down payment assistance programs available, okay then? Not just for first-time home buyers either, okay then? The information is on the page right now. Call the number at the bottom of the screen. Give those folks a call and inquire. Or if you want to ask me, you can call me and inquire. And if I can't answer your question, I can direct you to someone who can, okay? Very important. Down payment assistance can lessen the amount of your mortgage payment by taking off of the actual sales price or the price that you're purchasing your home for, thus decreasing your monthly mortgage payment. Invaluable. Okay, down payment assistance. Be advised. Thanks, folks. Here we go. Is that another bedroom? Money shot. Very nicely staged in a very sizable room, I must say. All right, let's get another view. I'm just gonna walk around. This looks like the closet here. Storage alert. There she is. I'm just gonna spin around. I'm not gonna pause it. Here's another view of that bedroom, folks. All right then. We're gonna keep going right. And right this way here, folks, we're gonna have our master. We have our walk-in closet as we enter. We'll come back to it. And here's our master, folks. Let me get you a nice money shot of the master. And yet another view. There she is. Here's our master. All right then, let's get another view. And here's yet another view of our master bedroom and the master bathroom. All right then, dual sinks are also very important. All right. Right, nice wall mirror there, storage underneath the sinks, and we have a very nice shower set up here. All right then, along with our rest area, so on and so forth. Let me spin around. Just gonna spin around, come on out. Alrighty folks, once again, DC the Realtor is on TikTok. I am dc.the.realtor. On Instagram, I'm dcw the realtor. And of course, you're watching me now on as I walk in. Now you're watching me now on YouTube, where I am just plain old DC Realtor. All right then. So as we make our way out, just want to remind you folks that I am available to give tours, to represent you in the acquisition or sale of any home in California, northern, southern. Give me a call, folks, and match the service, all right? Last but not least, folks, listen, if you like this home or anything else you see on my channel, or you're driving around town, you see a community like this, you see a for sale sign on a property, anything in real estate you want to purchase, you want to sell, give me a call. My number's at the bottom of the screen. All right, then, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm at your service, okay, folks? Thank you for watching once again. Take care. And as we exit, one more view. We're going to go to the living room, give you one more view of that open concept. Left the door open over here. Here's one more view of the half bath. Another fell swoop of our open concept here. Our living room, our dining area, our gourmet kitchen, right? And then we're going to take it on out, folks. Thank you for watching. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Right now, as I always say, folks, you could be anywhere in the world right now, and I mean anywhere, doing anything, and you're watching my video. I want you folks to know it's greatly appreciated. One more view of the exterior before we depart, okay, folks? Alrighty, there she is. That's our last view of the place there. And again, this is roughly 1,500 square feet, just a tad a bit under. 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath condo, going for $557K, right? Also has a loft. All right then. And we are in beautiful Menifee, California, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right then. Take care. God bless.